Fate said, "Nope, looks like the Colemans still haven't learned their lesson, so let's run it back." After 22 years, Disney's most famous played-out story returns. This time, the problem gets bigger, and more family members will have to find their balance and rediscover that family love. So get comfy, my friends, because this is the recap for another Freaky Friday.
The movie kicks off with a rock concert. Oh, just kidding. It was just Ana silently shredding on her guitar. We quickly find out what Tess has been up to all these years. Her success and fame as a psychologist have blown up, and she's thrilled because she's finally got the hang of her own podcast. Well, she still forgets to hit record. You realize that all these years, she's been dedicated to her patients, as always, but her main mission has been helping her daughter raise her granddaughter. Ana decided to be a single mom, and Tess is always on standby for whatever they need. But hey, check out this nostalgic throwback. Remember how Tess used to struggle to wake Ana up? Yep, now our girl is going through the same thing. Harper, her daughter, isn't answering any of Ana's calls, and even though she didn't want to go into her room and invade her privacy, she had to.
So, what happened? Harper's been out of the house since this morning because she went surfing. Tess gives Ana a hand with Harper again, and she's the one who brings the girl home to get changed. Tess offers to drop her daughter off at work and her granddaughter at school. Thanks to Grandma pulling the whole "tell me anything" psychologist-style routine, Harper decides to open up. She spills the tea that ever since the semester started, she just can't get along with the new girl. The drama really heats up when we see them on screen together. And here's where we meet Lily. She's the new arrival and has major snobby vibes, acting like everything stinks because being British is so much better. In the middle of science class, they start arguing again, trading hurtful insults to get under each other's skin. But in the distraction, they end up mixing chemicals that shouldn't be mixed.
Tamar, there's no other option but to evacuate. Ana gets called to the principal's office to talk about her daughter. She was walking in, all worried, when out of fucking nowhere, she bumps into a guy who looks kind of like the narrator of this video, and they just click. They've both been called to the office because he's Eric Davis, Lily's father. But hold on. You'd think they'd get mad about the principal's complaints or at least get defensive, but nope. As the principal went on, Eric started to understand Harper's behavior, and Ana started to understand Lily's. Magically, some love starts brewing right there, and they end the meeting by setting up a date.
Got a feeling, I can just picture it. It's coming to me now. Those two are gonna get steamy one day. The movie's opening credits show us how well Ana and Eric got along for 6 months. They fell head over heels, so much so that by October, they're just days away from getting married. One of the first people against her mom's big step is Harper herself. What a drag to have to live with Lily. And even worse, knowing her mom is going to leave her current life and move to London with her, for a guy she's known for 6 months. Oh, the suffering. They're gonna take her to London. Give me a break, kid. Eric overhears Harper's complaints and gets it. Still, he tries to change the subject with the cakes he just made for Lily's presentation. Today, there's some kind of dessert expo, and Lily is bringing those, while Harper will bring some cookies Tess made for her. Lily tries to rush everyone because they're running late, but Eric sends her back, and the whole way there is nothing but fights with her soon-to-be stepsister. Eric and Ana decide to just leave them to it. They're getting on their nerves.
Meanwhile, back at the house, Tess goes to visit Ryan in the garage. Man, friends, Mark Harmon is looking old. Ana gets to her job, and we learn more about what she's been doing all this time. She didn't stay too far from the music world. She became a music producer and manager, and now represents Ela, one of the hottest acts of the moment. The problem is, as soon as she gets to Capitol Records, they tell her that her artist isn't feeling up to working. What happened? Her boyfriend just broke up with her and released diss tracks about her. Back at school, things haven't gotten much better. Once again, the future stepsisters start arguing. This time, Lily throws the first punch, tossing the cookies Tess made into the trash. And well, Harper doesn't back down. Take that. She gives Lily's clothes a new design. This is gonna get ugly.
Indeed, my dear Homer, because a food fight breaks out. Cakes and creams fly everywhere until Lily and Harper face off again. But Ana's daughter dodges a pie, and the principal is the one who takes the fall. Ana manages to calm her singer down for a minute, while back at home, Eric has already picked the girls up from school. Tess wants to interfere and tells Eric not to worry. She'll help him out. But just then, Ana shows up. Eric tries to keep her from getting stressed, so he was about to take action himself. But this time, Ana wanted to handle it. She doesn't want this to escalate, so she gives them a few seconds to apologize. This only worked for a second before they both got snarky again. And now, Ana snapped. As punishment, she told them they were sleeping at Grandma's tonight. Fine. Harper and Lily went to clean up. Ana comes in and asks what really happened. But listen, this whole thing is messed up. Harper tells her that if her mom gets married, she's staying in LA with her grandma because Tess offered. At the same time, Tess finds out that Ana removed her from Harper's emergency contacts. Tess also calls for calm and says they should talk to Lily because maybe the girl is just going through something. But tough luck, man! Lily heard everything because she was in the shower. The bachelorette party has arrived. Look at all this nostalgia again. We see Ana's lifelong friends and even Peg and her mom. They even mention Jake in the slideshow anecdotes. Tess finds Lily looking down. She understands it's hard for her to join this family, so she tries to connect with her by mentioning that Ana went through the same thing at her age. She also lost her dad and had to fight against whatever came her way. But being a total pain, Lily replies that she's not her therapist. People ask Ana why she stopped making music when she was always so good at it. She implies that she hasn't had much time lately. But since Harper was nearby, she assumes it must be because she became a mom. Ana follows her to explain that's not it. But Tess, once again, tries to butt into the circle of problems to solve them. And when Ana tells her mom to stay out of it, because she doesn't like her undermining her authority lately, a psychic from Temu strong-arms them into a card reading. Since she catches them off guard, Tess and Ana just listen. At first, it's just obvious stuff, like whether Pedro Pascal has another movie coming out this month. But then, when she takes both their hands at the same time, a weird voice comes out of the psychic, telling them they've already crossed paths before. It seems they learned a lesson that might just repeat itself. She's crazy, say mother and daughter. And they get out of there fast because the psychic was already asking for a donation. Lily and Harper know about the fortune teller, so they look for her later too. They want to know where they'll end up living so they can figure out a way to stop it. And even though the psychic tells them that's not how it works, the same thing happens as with Ana and Tess. A message comes to them. The feelings of some you must bend to return to where you're meant to be in the end. Decisions! Decisions! You have to make good decisions. The best decision is the best decision. Whoa, holy crap. Out of fucking nowhere an earthquake hits. And just like the first time, only our main characters feel it. Time to sleep. Why drag this out? The lesson spell gets the green light. In the morning, the first to wake up is Ana. But as you know, nothing is the same. It's Harper in Ana's body. The first thing she does is look for her mom. Let's explain the body swap. This time, Ana swapped with Harper, and Lily swapped with Tess. The room becomes total chaos, while Tess and Ana complain that the same thing is happening again. Harper has no idea what happened, and Lily is horrified because she's now an old woman. Among the experiments they try, Tess and Ana repeat the script from the first movie when the spell hits. Only this time, it doesn't work. And as the cherry on top, Lily gets all up in their faces. Ana remembers the reading from the Temu psychic, so they know that's the key. Yeah, since this time Peg and her mom have nothing to do with it. And when Ana and Tess ask the girls if the psychic told them anything, they come to a quick conclusion. Now, we have the power to break up this whole marriage. Done. They're going to take advantage of the situation to make sure their parents don't get together, so they can go on with their lives. Tess and Ana know it's a bad idea to leave the girls alone during this body swap, so they want to stick with them. But since the girls were already listening, they take the chance to send their mom and grandma to their normal classes so they can have time to mess up all the wedding preparations. Harper, in Ana's body, goes to dance class because she and Eric are supposed to perform a huge number at the wedding. The thing is, our girl can't get a single step right. On the other hand, Lily in Tess's body is doing a bit better. By sheer luck, she managed to hold her own in the tennis tournament with Ryan, and they won their match. Ana in Harper's body and Tess in Lily's body finish serving their detention for the cake fight. And look who's here. Professor Elton Bates still hasn't retired. Tess tries to speak up for the whole class to get them released. It's too much punishment after all. But obviously Elton, knowing his new family connection to Ana and the Colemans, just sends everyone out for a run. Harper starts her mom's workday, and today Ella has a photo shoot for her tour magazine. Once again, she runs into the problem of her artist's relationship drama. Lily is also dealing with her own dilemmas. To avoid raising suspicion, she plays along with Ryan, starts buying a bunch of old people stuff, and besides learning that her teeth will fall out as an old lady, she tries to give her version of Tess a complete makeover. She gets herself fixed up, does a quick glam up, and with some very model-esque and daring photos, she's got the cover for Tess's next book. Ladies and gentlemen, say what you will, but Jamie Lee Curtis, am I right, Marino? Meanwhile, Tess and Ana are not having a good time in detention because they tried to talk back to Elton again. Lily meets up with Harper at Ana's job, and together, believe it or not, they really help Ela with her healing process. In fact, Harper, referencing her mom, tells Ela she went through the same thing with an ex. Ela replies that she knows. That's why she released her latest song. And that's when Harper finds out her mom has been secretly making music. And not only does it sound good, but it seems to be dedicated to her ex, Jake. Lily and Harper, seeing that the tears have been shed, join the photo shoot too. They try on everything and are a total sensation leaving the studio, as a scout decides to sign them. But obviously, since everything is posted on social media, Ana and Tess already know. Ana was about to give them a piece of her mind, but Tess has a better idea. Let's use this distraction to make some progress with the psychic. First, though, they make a few stops, because it's been a while since they've pigged out without feeling guilty, or having their adult bodies react like, well, adult bodies. Next on Lily and Harper's plan is to use the discovery of the song for Jake. Without hesitation, they take the time to track him down and even show up at his vinyl record store. Our dude, a total rock star, gets off his bike. Oh, what a wild, rugged man. That turns me on. Jake is surprised to see her. It seems they've actually seen each other recently. And no matter how many weird moves Harper makes to try and reignite the flame of love, it's useless. It seems the only thing connecting Jake and Ana is that our friend recently promised to sign a donation for an auction. The girls see that their seduction efforts aren't working, so they go to the bathroom to regroup. The thing is, Harper asks Lily for some non-obvious tips and stuff, since Lily has supposedly spent her whole life claiming she knows all about that, and even has a boyfriend in London. But Lily comes clean and admits none of it is true. She just says it to maintain her popularity level. Still, she begs her not to mention anything at school, and Harper just understands. Tess and Ana find the psychic, and she gets excited by everything she hears. She's even surprised that one of her readings actually came true. But aside from repeating that the lesson now involves all four of them, she can't help any further. In fact, if they want more frappuccinos or coffee, no can do. Her shift just started. We have a reunion. After all these years, Jake sees Tess again. Yup, looking all sexy and lying on the floor because she was trying to hide. Jake wants to rekindle the flame with her, and even asks if Ryan has flown off to a better place. But since Lily doesn't really get what's going on, she just calls her daughter to tell her she supposedly wrote a song for him. Harper was about to give the blonde guy more context when she suddenly gets a call because today is Ana's immigration appointment with Eric. Harper and Eric arrive at the immigration office. The goal here is for Eric to get his residency papers since he's from abroad. But Harper is still focused on her plan. The officer, seeing how cute they are together, was about to give them the green light just for that. But Harper insisted, no, because she's sure Eric doesn't really know her. Dude, the poor man knows everything down to the color of her farts. And for the officer, that's enough. With all this information, Harper has accidentally come to the conclusion that Eric really does love her mom. Eric goes to pick up who he thinks are his daughters, finding them in the park enjoying the fact that they just wiped out. It was actually Ana and Tess celebrating that they can fall now without breaking bones. Meanwhile, Lily and Harper have a moment of reflection. Hey, it looked like they might be changing. Lily mentions that maybe she could leave her beloved England, but still, even in Los Angeles, Harper wouldn't want her around. And yeah, the other one just confirms it and moves on with the plan. Ana and Tess wait up for the girls at night, and they come home whenever they feel like it. Ana even tries to ground them, but the girls are on another planet. The living room turns into chaos and screaming again, letting us know that over halfway through the movie, none of them have changed their minds. Harper wakes up to go surfing in the morning and runs into Eric on her way out. The guy is surprised because Ana is already at an advanced level when they were supposed to learn together to surprise Harper. And right there, that's when Harper finally starts to get it. See? That's what you get for being a pain. Your mom really does love you. Harper also finds out that Eric has already made a decision. The plan to move to London isn't looking so attractive anymore. They have nothing to fight for over there. Here, on the other hand, together with the Colemans, they've started a new life. With this, Harper is now 100% certain, for real no fake, that her almost dad loves Ana. And now, she feels bad. Watch out though, because Lily is keeping an eye on these good vibes. The day of the wedding rehearsal has arrived. Everyone is ready. In fact, Ana and Harper, even with their bodies swapped, kind of wanted to start fixing their problems. But Lily interrupts, also partly because she doesn't have a mom, and calls Harper a traitor. She thinks her non-sister tricked her with the plan to dissolve the marriage. Now we're at the rehearsal dinner, and this is where everything starts to go from bad to worse. Lily, dead set on ruining the wedding, invited Jake. Harper realized this and tried to kick him out, but Lily, calling her a traitor to her face with all the letters, wants her to stay out of her business. Harper tries to explain that things aren't what they seem and that they were wrong all along. But this fight obviously doesn't go unnoticed. Eric tries to calm them down and asks about the new guy, to which Lily replies that he's Ana's ex-boyfriend and that she's supposedly still not over him. You are a son of a bitch? Oh shit. Everything spirals even more out of control. And Eric is fed up with all of it, so he lays it all out. This wedding is cancelled because it hurts him too much that Ana's feelings still aren't clear. Obviously, this causes the real Ana to run out of the place crying because she's just watched her daughter ruin her love story with someone she truly loved. And even though Harper tries to explain it was only like that at the beginning, but not anymore, Ana doesn't believe her and leaves the rehearsal. Lily finally understands the consequences of her actions. She knows she screwed up, big time. Tess watches her cry from a distance, but before going to comfort her, she has one last chat with Ryan. We've seen him being super chill the whole movie, so she wants to know if he's okay. Ryan replies that there's only one thing that scares him: his wife Tess getting sad the day her daughter and granddaughter are gone, because he doesn't want her to feel alone. Tess and Lily finally talk. Here, the girl lets out everything she's been holding in, from missing her mom to punishing herself for being selfish and only thinking about herself. It was literally the first time she had seen her father smile again after her mom's death. Tess tells her there's no use crying over it now. Things happened, and they have to move on. What they absolutely have to do now is try to fix it. Eric was about to take his daughter and get on a flight to disappear for a while, until Lily throws herself in front of the car to stop him. How did this end? Eric basically tells his daughter that there's only one thing more important in his life besides Ana, and that's Lily. He always thought the Coleman family would be the perfect home for them, but if they can't live together like this, he'll do whatever it takes to save his daughter. Lily replies that trying to join the Colemans was the best decision. They just have to go after the woman he loves. And even though Eric was already discouraged and just wanted to leave, Tess used her daughter's skin to make him see that the supposed Lily really does want to stay. Ana arrives at Ila's concert because they called her for an emergency. When she's backstage, she finds out it was just a surprise Hila had for her. And what is it? Tonight, among Hila's set list, they're going to sing the song Ana supposedly wrote for Jake. Ana's like, "What are you talking about? When have I ever written anything for that grandma chaser?" Until she hears the lyrics they're referring to and spills the beans. That beautiful song, the one about first love. It's for you. Ella finishes her song, and it's time for the surprise performance. Harper obviously doesn't know how to play, and Ana was about to pull the same trick she did back in the day with Tess. But this time, Harper is smarter. Since she now knows that Ana wrote that song for her, she invites her on stage to sing it together. Tess and Lily bring Eric to Ana's concert. There, the man is captivated, watching his potential wife and almost daughter share the stage. But the ones who are also filled with emotion are Lily and Tess. Yes, my friends, this moment is finally the key to the movie. Everyone understood and respected each other's feelings, so they have officially learned their lesson. And once again, with only them feeling the tremor, the girls finally return to their own bodies. Ana, now thrilled and with her old friends, brings us the most epic moment of the movie. They rock out to "Take Me Away Again," while at the same time, she asks the crowd to bring her future husband to her with a crowd surf. Tremendous. Except it turns into a whole charade on stage, so she finally asks Eric to marry her herself. And so we reach the end of this story. The couple finally gets married. Everyone is happy, and each part of this family understands their role. The family follows Eric and Ana's steps until, at the end, Jake has one last interaction. He's happy because, out of nowhere, he's found a woman who looks suspiciously like Tess from 2003.